evening, junkies. Welcome to EminiJunkie.com, your ES Trading Mentor's free trading video for Monday, September 27th, 2010. Today we had a total of 4 executable trade signals for a max potential of 13 ES ticks. This video is for educational purposes only, is intended to highlight our high probability trade setups to give you a feel for the quantity of trades taken each trading day using this approach. A full trading plan and daily live trading room can be accessed via our website at EminiJunkie.com. Okay, we opened up this morning right around 11:44. Not much of a gap at all there, and as soon as the market opened, it went down, filled the half gap, the full gap, the 4 o'clock, 4:15, actually bounced off the Globex low, and you can see when it bounced off that Globex, it came right up to our moving average, gave us a signal to get short. That short signal did produce targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside, 10 ticks right off the get-go this morning for a nice Monday morning profitable entry there. You can see the market pushed down to the down towards the daily pivot, came off the daily pivot, bounced up, hit our moving average, found a little bit of a resistance there, came down into the 10 o'clock reversal time frame, came through the moving average on an oscillation move, cut back down through it. Actually, on this move to the upside, it did not give us a signal. It wasn't quite needed another tick or so higher to be a valid signal. Did not give a signal long, but on the cutback, it actually did give a signal short on this little pullback here. And the first contract was able to be taken off there, but there wasn't any follow through to the downside, so that one was a T1 -2. Ultimately ended up getting stopped out as it moved back up towards the previous day's 4:15 close, put in a high there, came down, created a signal to get long at 10:30. You can see it went back up to that level, equal highs there. If it had just punched through there a little more, we would have had both of our contracts off, but what ended up happening, it came right down to the tick, stopped us out, T1 -2, right on the stop out level before ultimately making what would have been the T2. So took one on the chin there a little bit with having a tight stop, ended up getting stopped out to the tick. That happens from time to time, but don't worry about it because you want to have tight stops. You don't want to let these moves get away from you. And basically the market kind of just traded sideways. We were kind of doing a little range expansion there. Ultimately came down to the moving average, busted through it, gave a signal to get short, which did produce targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside for 7 ticks on a real quick move right before lunch. And then that was basically it for the morning session. Now between 11:30 and 1:15, the red area you see on the chart here, that's the lunchtime dead zone. We avoid that due to the excessive chop nature and just the lighter volume, and today was just light volume in general. But coming out of lunch, we did get a trade to set up. Now as far as the video goes, this is not counting as a trade on our video, and let me kind of explain this. We had a trade set up, it came down, and you can see that the signal initially fired right prior to the dead zone ending. Now it hadn't made it to T2, so it was still a live trade. So there are some folks in our room that I'm sure took this trade as it came back down to the entry point again, but I'm going to say that the original entry actually happened in the dead zone, therefore I am not counting it. But because it hadn't made the new swing high and profited out, you could still have an order sitting there. I'm just going to count it as a dead zone question mark, and I'm going to show it as +7 ticks, but I am not counting these ticks in the video total. And you can see the market then moved up from there into the 3 o'clock hour and actually did not create any more opportunities for us at that particular time. So that was basically it for us today. A total of 4 trades. 5 if you count the one coming out of the dead zone, but like I said, we're not. 4 trades, 13 ES ticks. I want to thank you for watching. For more details on this plan, including all the chart setups, or to join our live trading room video newsletter, please visit EminiJunkie.com or simply click the link at the top of the screen. Thanks, and make it a great day.